Hello, my name is Daisy, and I am experimenting with items that will sink or float. Do you think this will sink to the bottom of the bowl, or will it float at the top of the water? I have a few items on the table that I am going to experiment with. What my prediction is that the items that are less dense will float to the top, and the items on the table, which are here in front, that are more dense will sink to the bottom. I have a green ball right here, a rubber dinosaur, a bigger dinosaur which is a lot more heavier, a plastic spoon, a marble, a dice, and a rubber ball, a rubber bouncy ball. I also have this boat-shaped non-hardened clay that I am going to test with that also. So I am going to start off with this. This is just a shape of a like boat. It's non-hardened clay, and I'm going to test it to see if it's going to float at the top or if it's going to sink at the bottom, because it is a little heavy, but I did shape it out like a boat to see if it will float at the top. And here we go. Let's start with this. Oh, okay. It is not sinking to the bottom, but it is floating at the top. So that here, and I thought it would float at the top because it is light enough, and if you have some sort of concave in the middle, it might float. So with this, it is floating. Okay, let's go on with the experiment of the items. I am just going to put everything in the bowl filled with water and see which one actually floats or what sinks. And give me your opinion and your guess on what is going to sink or float. So first of all, I'm going to put the ball, it's a plastic ball filled with air, and what I think this will float because it has air. There we go. Yeah, that is floating. And now this is a dinosaur, and it's a lot heavier. My opinion in it is going to sink because it is a lot heavier and more dense. Yep, it just falls right to the bottom. This little dinosaur, it's rubbery. It's a rubber dinosaur, and I think it's going to sink to the bottom. That is my opinion. Let's try this. Okay. No, it is sinking to the bottom. I thought because it was rubber that it would float at the top also, but I was wrong. So let's keep going. The dice, my opinion is this will float, or sorry, this will sink to the bottom of the water. Okay. And here's a bouncy ball. This is a little heavy and it's rubber, but I think it's going to sink to the bottom because it is a little bit more dense. Let's try it. Oh, that is sinking. So here is a little marble, a little yellow marble. I think this is gonna sink to the bottom. Yep, it sinks right to the bottom. Now the last but not least is a spoon, plastic spoon. I figured that would float at the top. One thing that surprised me is the little rubber dinosaur which sank to the bottom rather than float to the top. And what I thought would sink to the bottom is floating at the top of the water, is the bouncy ball. I thought this would sink to the bottom. Well, there we go. There's my experiment experiment on what it will float or sink. Have a great day.